Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles. With a knowledgeable sales staff and an amazing service department, you'll drive away satisfied. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. MackeyMotors.com.
Joined here today by Isaac Blankman and Nathanael Connor with the IKM-Manning cross country team. We're down here at the Nodaway Valley event at the golf course. It's outside of Greenfield, as you can tell, as we're looking uphill. It's a very hilly course. Isaac, good strong finish for you here today. Let's take me through the race. How did you feel early on?
Well, I thought I got out really well in the beginning. I was in first place for like the first half mile, and then my stomach kind of started to hurt because I had a big lunch, but other than that I felt pretty good.
Yeah, I think the first time I caught up with you, you were about fourth place. You and Cash were running kind of together there.
Yep.
What was that pace like early on?
We always start way fast, so I think my first mile was 5:20 something. But yeah, it felt pretty fast in the beginning, so yeah.
What did you want for a first mile?
When I have Camden Morris with me, we usually try to go like 5:30 to 5:20, so I tried to stay about there with Cash. So.
What was the difference today? Do you think that you ran a faster first mile then?
I think the adrenaline was really there, and when I saw myself in first place, I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of want to stay this far ahead. So.
How'd you battle through the hills here today?
Most of the hills were after downhills, so I tried to get speed into the downhills and then carry it up the hill.
So the run in the hills not as bad as what you thought going into the race?
I never have really a big problem with hills. I kind of enjoy them because the downhills are fun, but yeah. Okay,
you kind of sat then in about that 10th to 12th place spot for probably maybe the last mile to a mile and a half. You closed, I think, in 11th with a strong close. Take me through what was going through your mind there, maybe that last half a mile and then the kick you had at the end.
So I got passed by, I was in 10th place for a while, and then I got passed by a Van Meter kid and a Tri-Center kid. And then I passed the Tri-Center kid going down a hill, and then I saw the Van Meter, I kept closing on the Van Meter kid until the last 100, and then I sprinted and passed him in the end.
What do you think you learned from today's race that'll benefit you for the rest of the regular season in the state qualifying meet?
I think I have way too much left in my kick, and I need to go a little bit faster during the race.
All right, tell you what, great job out here today. Congrats on getting another medal.
Thank you.
You bet. Let's move over now to Nathanael Connor. Good, strong run for you today. I think the first time I saw you, you were back a little bit, maybe that first mile or so. So what did you feel like your start? Did you get bunched in a little bit, or was that the strategy for you to start a little slower?
Yeah, I usually start a little slower because it always feels fast to me, honestly, with all those kids going past me. And honestly, the time I get about to the middle, I'm with Abe, and I kind of pace with him. And then I tried to push through the middle today, so that really helped.
Is that something that you found through practice, that you and Abe are pretty good at running kind of together for a while?
Yeah, he's a really strong runner, and he always starts out ahead of me. So it's kind of motivation for me to work my way up to his level and then maybe try to pass him too.
How'd you work your way through the group and catch up to him? And then as you started to pull away from him and the rest of that group, how did you work your way through there?
Yeah, so I really just went fast down the hills. I did my best to get as much speed as I could and then use that, like Isaac said, up into the uphill just to kind of use the momentum there.
Did the uphills feel very bad then if you were getting enough speed?
The first half you barely notice with if you got a speed from the hill before, but I definitely felt the top of the hills for sure.
Take me through that middle to the end of the race. How did you feel? Because you looked like you were getting stronger as the race went on.
Yeah, as I get closer to the finish, I feel like I can judge better what I have left, so I can really motivate myself. Like if I got a mile and a half left, I can pace myself better.
What was your pace today? Do you know what your mile pace was for a while?
I'm honestly not sure. I just know I started out slower and picked up speed.
You said that you kind of know how much you got left. Were you happy with how much you had left at the end today? Or like Isaac said, do you feel like you could maybe leave a little more out there throughout the race?
Well, I know my previous meet, I felt like I could have put more into it. That's why I put more into the middle of the race today. I felt like it was about where I needed to be today.
So you learned from the last meet into this one?
I certainly did.
What are you going to take away from this meet for the rest of them?
To push the middle a lot harder because I have more left than I think by the middle.
Well, I tell you what, great job out here. Great job all season long. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.